video about a walkthrough Forza Motorsport 2023. The Tron, and we have to play wired again because Microsoft can't make a game that works with controllers on PC. Their controllers or otherwise. Hold on. Because we're wired, I unplugged my wire, so I need to plug it back in. Okay. Why? What? Okay, we're not going to question why the USB hub decided to turn on and off, but anyway. But it really does suck having to use a wire when I am not needing to charge the controller. Because I don't want to die on them like the last lap of some important race, and no, that's not happening. No, like, we'll be racing anything important today, but we'll see. We're going to be just trying to get the... Actually, we're going to be trying to get the Rulebooks today, and then the Hennessy next. If there is a Hennessy. Is there Hennessy? By the way, as you may notice, I finally put the game on a NVMe drive, and as you can see, it's loading instantly now. It should have loaded fast anyway, but okay, sure, why not, game? But because it was a fast external hard drive, but anyway. Oh, there's the Hennessy. So let's take Mustang out. Oh, it's flying so fast. Okay, this wire is too annoying. You know what? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're going to get disconnected. It's going to suck, but it's not worth having the wire in 2023. Like friggin' Microsoft still thinks you're using a wired Xbox 360 controller, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna try Road America. Ignore that. That was my watch telling me to sleep. Okay, that was actually very fast. I can see why it takes so long on the external hard drive. It's running good. We will actually, his brain's not good because they won't be able to see very far.
Have an uneven construction that produces a serious rumble effect that
Yeah. Oh, or just black lines. Oh, I load so fast. Yeah, I had to move a lot of stuff off my NVMe drive in order to put it on my external hard drive. But anyway. About 6 slabs. There we go. Why is it random and variable? Shouldn't it just be random? But okay. It still does take a second to load, which is crazy. Because I have really fast NVMe drive. Actually, I think it's the fastest I got at the time for this drive. Or 1 terabyte anyway. We're hooked up. Oh man, this is gonna be a race. Looking for popping? Yeah, that actually, you know what we need? We know what we actually need to do. Max it out. Yeah, it's not using on my VRAM as it shouldn't. Braking for no reason is going to keep past. Why did you brake? He brake checked me! Okay, maybe he didn't. I just didn't see because I was passing everyone. Slipped right on in. A little too far. Yes, I do like the AI. The AI could be loosened up a bit. I feel they do stick to the line a little too aggressive. Dude. And also, they don't acknowledge your existence at the time still, but still. It's a lot better than Forza Horizon 5, for sure. Like, it's still not to Forza 3 levels, Forza Motorsport 3 levels, but it's getting there. Bruh, why? I was in front of it, you should have saw that. Like, if the game expects you to play nice, why not make the AI play nice? I mean, if the game expects Mario Kart, sure. Like, if the AI is Mario Kart, and the game expects Mario Kart, sure, it's fine. But no, the game expects you to race nicely, but with AI expecting it to be Mario Kart, I don't see how that fits. I mean, that's nice for multiplayer, but it's not nice for single player. Which I guess Forza Horizon 5 was multiplayer only. You could consider it to be multiplayer only, but still. in the world? That's a bit of a cut, but what do you want me to do with that counter from me? It's forced me off the track if I want to stay in the line. Is that right, O'Neill? The Mustang's too big to get between them. What? Brake check me? That was actual brake check. How fast? Yeah, okay, maybe, okay. I saw the little light, mind you, but still. Like, why aren't you accelerating? You don't make this turn. I can make this turn on the inside, come on. On the outside, come on.
Total time penalty is about half a second.
Why? He didn't give me room to pass him. Is that this for real racing? I'm not quite sure. There. Okay, we could. I guess let's say we could overtake on the right. But I was supposed to know that if he didn't have replay on or rewind on. I guess the game just knows that. Oh yeah, that's pretty dirty. Like, I'm expecting the tires to break loose more often than they actually do. And we should be almost on our side by that point if this was like a real Mustang. I mean, like an EcoBoost, I guess. My IRL experiences with an EcoBoost, so an EcoBoost Premium, which is heavy and has a light front and and 200 less horsepower, but it still breaks the tires less. This one doesn't, or at least I can't tell in first person. This is bad. You should be able to tell because all the previous Forzas, you can tell. Like the ones without the new tires. Now you can tell what your chassis is doing way easier than you tell what your tires are doing, which is stupid in a muscle car. We're in second place somehow. I was not paying attention. I was actually going to bring up this talking point that, why is it... Oh, jeez. Oh, this one's also a base version because it doesn't have these chrome... doesn't have the plastic chrome switches. It has a smaller screen. Interesting. But anyway. So, yeah, like I was about to say before I was rudely interrupted by not paying attention. What I was about to say is, I don't understand why this can't be VR if your interior is fully modeled. Sure, there's that, but do you really look behind you in VR when racing? I mean, I guess yes, it'd be nice to look behind you and do your actual over-shoulder checks in VR. Like, do your actual over-shoulder checks in VR. But is that totally necessary? And if it was, yeah, the full model anyway from the Vista mode. Or at least just have some cars be VR. But then again, you got the Vista mode. You can look at every single car in Forza these days. In their entirety, windows open and whatnot, walk around inside of them, and all that business. Why can't you do VR? Why not? It's so easy. There's someone who's going to mod this game to have VR, I'm pretty sure. If Microsoft doesn't add it normally. Doesn't add it in a patch. I mean, and I don't know any VR race game where you gotta actually touch buttons on the interior. Which again don't matter, this is Forza. Like Forza Horizon 5, you could touch buttons on the interior. At the very least, get out and press the start button, and shift your gear and stuff like that. Like Forza Horizon 5, it could have been VR easily. I'm not quite sure why Motorsport isn't VR. I'm pretty sure that's something shared by everyone. But it kind of isn't, because there are people making excuses for Microsoft saying, oh, Forza's not really set for VR, when really it kind of is, and has been for a while. Sure, if you said that about Forza Motorsport 3 or 4, I mean, they were just adding the total interiors just for people to gawk at, basically. Then yes, you had a point, kind of, because you could always just have the front of the car, front and each side of the car be in VR. But yeah, or even just in third person. I know, heresy to a lot of VR people, but it's not heresy. VR works perfectly fine in third person. It's just a different experience. And aren't you trying VR for different experiences? And they won't normally have. Like, I adore it. Like, I adore what little time and how broken it was. Time I had with Super Mario Sunshine in VR. And that's a third person only game. Like, it doesn't even have first person look like Super Mario 64 does. So yeah. And then I want to really try 1,000 Year Door in VR. That'd be amazing. Especially, and be very topical too with it'd be very topical too with the remaster, with the remake coming out eventually. Next year eventually. Actually, I got my in first. I mean, we've already passed a dude, so we held up somebody. This is only second lap out of 6, are you serious? We'll see once we get to the segment how fast we are, how close we are. 6 seconds, I doubt this guy's first. Brakes, Mustang, please. Oh, actually, that was actually way too easy for it. Especially with the AI working too early. Yeah, I think like the majority of my issues with turning, with corners and just in general, is when they're sharp. I'm fine when they're lazy, but when they're sharp, or they're consistent. That's what really gets me. Especially after a sure way, a straight A way. A way? That's alright, but anyway. By the way, so I can't wait for Quest 3 to be released. And I should get mine either tomorrow as I record this the day, so before I upload this, or I should get this in 3 days at latest, because at latest that I know right. Why didn't you turn harder earlier? You only turned that hard when we were all through the course. Why? But anyway, so yeah, I can't wait for the Quest 3. I really want to test it so hard. I really should be writing down all my ideas for testing. I'm probably going to do that right after this video. Oh, we're in first cut. Yeah, so that Audi behind us, as you can see, is the guy who's in second. We just gotta stay in front of him for... And again, sharp turns are my weakness. Sharp turns I can't see are my weakness, because I mean, I might as well not exist, it's so tiny. Like, turns that you can't power slide, at least not easily, are my weakness. See? I could power slide on that turn, while the previous one I couldn't. Which, to be noted, I did break my tire assist on that turn. Albeit my stability control is off. And the Mustang's acting kind of sort of how it is. It's still way more stiff than it should be. Oh, now we're just gonna get so much distance because we're a freaking Mustang. And he's just in and out. Oh, he's gone. He's just gone. See, that was it. That was a good battle. I had fun battling that guy. You know, I just talked about stuff most of the time. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. But no, yeah, I'm. As long as it works, like physically works, and as long as it has all the VR capabilities of the Quest 2, but in AR, it's going to be fantastic. The reviews are already out because apparently they were allowed posted on the 9th, not the 10th, not earlier. Not when they got the license, but anyway. Kind of scummy by meta, kind of scummy by meta by... I'm on FPV drive and yet still did that. Yet no other Forza game does that. Unless you have really slow, yeah, I mean, like, no other Forza game does the slow skip. Why? Why don't I have real-time, rollback? I had it in Forza Motorsport 3 on the Xbox 360. Maybe it's because I have all these, like, tuned-up textures and whatnot, but still. It's a bit odd. It's a bit odd. But it is a little scummy on Meta's part not letting the reviewers post at least 5 days ahead. Or maybe even a week ahead. Like, they got their units as soon as they did the New York test thing, and then, or they were getting the units around Connect, or after Connect, and then they could post it on the 3rd of October or whatnot. I would be more fine with that, but no, they couldn't. So yeah, well, I wanted to get it anyway to show on the channel, see if it would work for my lifestyle and whatnot. Because that's the main thing with technology nowadays, is getting efficiency with people's lifestyles. Like, is this phone going to work for you? It's not that is this phone powerful enough. Does this phone do what other phones don't? It's now, does this phone work for you? And like, for example, my slab, my S23, my S23 Ultra was $600 when I got it, or $700 when I got it, whatever. And it was on deep discount. It was on deep discount, means people to fly, and dude, no, you're not. No, you're not. Ah, I was looking in the mirrors. I said no. Oh, maybe yes. Again, I don't quite get the black screen, but anyway. Yeah, the Audi should be able to make that turn a lot better than the Mustang, than the GT Mustang anyway. Oh, like the white Camaro has cut up. Alright, that turn always gets me. If this is the latest Road America, it has changed a lot since Forza Motorsport 7 did, bruh. Bruh, don't you know what brakes are, bruh? Don't you know? Don't you know what brakes are? It's like, they're supposed to brake early, not late. Unless I'm messing up intentionally. And I also noticed the blue lines weren't on either, despite them actually being retraced. It's just interesting. Also, I noticed the blue lines still start. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all that popping was only down to my driving choice, which was a micro USB. I mean, which one? Micro USB, jeez. A USB 3, USB A, yes, but USB 3. That's all that matters. Point something drive. And it was a fast hard drive, but it wasn't fast enough, or it was too USB enough. Because honestly, like, I can max out that USB drive when transferring data. I max it out all the time with my rig. It's not hard, so maybe the game was maxed out and it couldn't load things in fast enough. Same with Starfield. Some games still can. We're gonna be trying Counter-Strike 2 see if it can. But as an example, Baldur's Gate 3 can load in just fine. But it's Baldur's Gate 3. What do you want from it? The game that should have launched on Switch. But anyway. Hold on, that's not a manual. I don't think it is anyway. I gotta look at it. I gotta look at that sucker again. Yeah. Wait, that's weird. I'm looking at the shifter, like it has the form of a manual shifter, of Mustang's manual shifter, but has the look, the textures of the automatic. Again, what is this trim? Well, what is it, and why? Why does it exist in Forza? Like, why does it exist in Forza if it doesn't exist in real life? Because I'm pretty sure Forza goes out and actually has hands-on time with all the cars they put in, at least in some capacity. Yet, how can they just have a trim that doesn't exist? I'm not quite sure. I mean, I would understand if they had a rare trim with rare options. I mean, of course, color doesn't matter because it's Forza. But a rare trim with rare options. But there's the trim of the Mustangs in Forza Motorsport 5 and Forza Horizon 5 and Forza Motorsport just don't exist. They just don't. At least not for later years. Maybe in 2018 it did, but I'm pretty sure they didn't, because 2020 is not that far from 2018, and Ford does not update their car trims that often. Because they just add to them. They either add to them or have a specialty, have a special edition and special things for a certain period of time, like the Pony Package was special for a certain period of time. The GT500 was special for a period of time. The GT350 was special for a period of time. The Bullet was special for a period of time. Dark Horse is probably going to stay. It's probably going to be that way for a while, and same with the GTR or whatever it is, the GTD or whatever it is. But yeah.
Final
That's weird.
You got this.
There you go. Thanks for the warning. I won't mess up. I guess it's still the final corner instead of, well, the final lap, because we have been able to mess up on the final lap and not get completely utterly fail with the Y button, with the rewind, but still. And you know what? That last lap went really, really well, and I talked through it all. So maybe Camaro's in second, and we're still in first. Okay. That's a sharp turn. I'm starting to hang up the GT in this game. Mustang GT. And we do that. I don't know what that was. I overturned. Or I should oversteered. I wasn't just saying that. I don't know why I don't anticipate change when I've been racing on it for 6 laps, but still. Just how my brain works, or doesn't. Mustang is loving us anymore. He's loving us even more. I like Camaro. The classic battle. I was trying to goose it, but no. I was trying to ride that edge, but it wouldn't let me. Like, you really have to oversteer in order to get the thing sideways. I can't imagine what drifting would be like in this game, for those who drift in real life, but it's not going to be pretty. Or, I presume. Oh, no, you don't, Camaro. No, you don't. The Mustang is one. The Mustang well, the Mustang technically has two. Like this Gen Mustang and that Gen Camaro technically have two. The Mustang has technically two advantages over sheer power and, you know, price. Because you're more likely to get really discounted off of a Mustang because they sell so many and it's Ford than over a Camaro. Especially when Camaro has tons of gadgets inside. Which just sort of weigh you down. The HUD weighs you down. You know what's nice? It weighs you down. Dude. Oh, he tried. And I guess I was being a bit, how do you say? Don't you dare. Oh, last segment. Let's see who's faster. Oh, Mustang! Go, Mustang, go! Go, Mustang, go! Finish! See, the Camaro's higher points, too. It's 20 points higher. It didn't seem like it, but he probably came from yeah, he went up 5 positions. Yeah, he went up 5 positions, and we went up 11. Like, that's normal for us. With this kind of a setup for AI, it's normal for us to go up 11 positions. That's or at least change 11 positions, I guess, in an upward direction. Boys, looking the race actually worked as intended. Yeah, I guess you gotta have a fast hard drive for this game. No. Let's correct that. You need to have a fast SSD for this game. Preferably put this game on an NVMe drive on your motherboard. Because if you don't, it's gonna suck. I mean, unless you want to like lower your graphics a ton, you could. Next. Twin turbo, a classic upgrade for this Mustang, which I don't think you could have done in Forza before. But it's what everyone does. But it's what a lot of people do with their Mustang if they're gonna if they're gonna add turbos to it. Is twin turbo it. Why? Because you get to because the Coyote can handle all that boost, can handle all that turbo-ness. Okay, let's see if we can get the Remac. This might take a while. Remac. For why is the hold on. Oh, why is the Concept 2? I guess the Concept 2 is better? Question mark. I guess we're gonna get the Concept 2 again. Who cares about the actual production card? Let's actually get the Concept 2. It's better. Because we're using it, we're gonna use it to win, so. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna wrap things. up right now. But yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit off camera, grind off camera, because why not? Just go and grind Indianapolis or this. Indianapolis should be fine since the laps are so short. But yeah. Alright, that'll be it for you. Thanks for watching. Oh man. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta put it on the fast SSD. A fast eternal SSD, preferably on the motherboard, for the game to run correctly. I guess everyone looked at Sony and were like, oh, you and your console. Oh, your console must have, or you and your first party games on console must be played on an SSD, and that's so revolutionary. That's your gimmick. Well, we can one up ya on PC. Although to be fair, on PC you can lower the settings. If you weren't playing with the maxed out settings, you could actually lower it to a point where you could actually, run it pretty well on an NVMe drive. But yeah. If you want maxed out settings with all the upscaling, you're going to need an NVMe drive on the motherboard preferably. But anyway. Alright, that brings us through. Thanks for watching. And I guess. I mean, and also, don't be afraid don't worry if you don't have NVMe slots. You can get extension cards for your motherboard if you still have space in your motherboard, which you probably still do, unless you're using like a little standy thing for the graphics card. And then you can place a extension card with at least 4 of the NVMe drives, maybe 4 on either side or more. And you can have those on, and you can have that on a PCI slot like a graphics card, meaning it would be slower than directly plugged into your motherboard, but like how much I don't know, and probably won't matter. So yeah, I'll probably need to get me one of them, because my days of living out of USB land is fading, I guess. There's always Thunderbolt, but I don't have Thunderbolt ports on my desktop, unfortunately. At least I don't think so, and I don't know why I don't. By the way, I do have 2 extension drives left though, because I have the little hoodie thing for my graphics card, which means it will either sag or fall out if I don't have it. But I do have room. But anyway, alright, that brings us through. Thanks for watching. And I guess see you in a second.